Hello and welcome back to the Emotionless podcast. My name is Logan, and as always, I will be your host. This is February 11th, 2021, part 2. So you probably remember, so if you watched the previous episode, I ended off telling you about how I went to get my TV and I had to get an RD involved because Claire and her little posse of idiots were just being bitches about it. And Claire texted me, just so you know, we don't fucking care or whatever. And I was like, I just said, K, literally just K, and closed the message and put my phone down. I was like, all right, you guys want to watch something? And so we start watching, I think it was Bad Moms. Having a good time, blah, 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 blah. And Claire texts me again, I promise we really don't care. We don't even care about it at all. I just, again, text, okay. I don't need to know that you didn't care. It's not my problem. And as far as I'm concerned right now, you're not my friend because of the way you're acting, especially because it's my birthday. I don't mean to pull that card, but, get an attitude check and figure out what's going on with yourself. But I just text her, K. And she's like, why are you ignoring me and dodging my questions? Or dodging my texts. And I'm like, I'm not. I just am watching a movie with the girls right now and I don't want to talk to you. She's like, why don't you want to talk to me? Is there something you're afraid of? And I'm like, nope. There's nothing I'm afraid of. I just don't want to talk to you right now. That's all there is to it. And then 30 or 40 minutes go by. And, we finish, or, an hour or whatever goes by, and we finish our movie. Whatever amount of time it is to finish Bad Moms. I don't know. And the next events are a little bit fuzzy, but I will remember them the best of my ability. So I text Claire. I'm like, hey, we're done with the TV. Do you want me to bring it back? I want to come see you, and have a movie night because it's my birthday. I just get a text from Harry's Snapchat that says, we don't want you over right now. But it's my birthday. I want to come see you guys. Yeah, but we don't want you at the apartment anymore. You're banned. And you're also banned from Justin's apartment, effective immediately. Okay, what did I do? I'm confused. We think you're a bad influence and we don't want you around. Okay, is there a specific reason? Did I do something specifically? I thought we had fun last night. Yeah, but we don't want you around right now. We don't want you being part of this friendship right now. And so I start to get really confused and I start getting kind of emotional. I'm like, it's my birthday. What are you doing? Now, I should preface this by saying Claire has this little tendency to text people when she's angry through other people's phones to try to make it look like she's not the bad person. But here's the thing about that is everyone has a very specific texting style, and being autistic and very observant of minute little details like that, I pick up on these things like grains of salt. So I text Harry, and I'm like, Claire, what's going on? She's like, this isn't Claire, this is Harry. And I'm like, Claire, quit playing mind games with me. I'm not stupid. I know this is you. No, this is Harry. Why would this be Claire? Claire, come on. We've known each other for almost 2 years. I'd like to think I know your texting style. No, this is Harry. I promise you, this is Harry. No matter how many times I said it, they seemed like they didn't want to admit it. And finally, Claire was like, fine, this is Claire. What do you want? I'm like, I want to know why you're being such a bitch right now. What the fuck did I do to you? And she goes, you know exactly what you did. I'm like, no, I really don't. And I start crying because I get so upset because nothing upsets me more than when people just stop talking to me without saying anything. If I did something, okay, fine. If you don't want to be friends, Cool, great, wonderful, fantastic. Tell me why. I need an explanation. I don't care if it's in the form of an essay. I don't care if it's in the form of a PowerPoint. I don't care if it's face to face or over text. I just need an explanation. I don't care if I think it's invalid. If it's your reason for not wanting to be friends anymore, so be it. That is your choice. But she just refuses to give me an explanation, refuses to hang out with me. And I'm like, this is a bitch move on my birthday. So I'm sitting there crying, so upset that I'm being talked to like this way after I've had such a great day. And, I'm probably going to have to go into part 3 by telling this part, but it's just a crucial part of the story. I break down completely, and I'm like, I look around the room, I take a really big deep breath in, and I just say, I mutter, alright, I can do this. And, Jessica, Rebecca, and Rachel look at me and they're like, something going on, Logan? And I'm like, I need to have a confession time with you guys. And they're like, okay, what's going on? You can tell us anything. And I'm like, so basically what had happened is not Katie, what's her name? No, because who's Katie? I'm trying to remember people's fake names. No, because Karen's that one. Olivia's that one. Who's Katie? Oh, I know who Katie is. Katie lives in Woodward. So, Karen really, really liked Justin. And Karen and Justin had done the deed a couple times. And so, but Harry also really liked Karen as well. But Claire didn't want Harry being anybody but hers, even though she didn't like Harry. It's weird. I guess she just liked playing mind games with him. To each their own. And so basically, I guess Claire was just really upset with how much Karen was flirting with Harry. And so she was like, well, you, Harry, and Justin should have a threesome. And on Valentine's Day, which happens to also be Harry's birthday. And she's like, I'm sure that would make Harry's whole year getting to have sex with you on his birthday and on Valentine's Day. So Karen agrees to it reluctly. And then we start this group chat with me, Harry, Claire, and Justin, and Olivia. Although Olivia ends up leaving the group chat, and I should have. And they're like, we should film it. We should film their threesome. But we can't tell Karen. And then we'll put it on Pornhub. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. I think that'll be funny. But in my mind, I'm like, I'm just going to play along with it. This is Claire. She's fucking crazy. She has fucking crazy ideas. She's not actually going to go through with this. She would never. She has way too much respect for Karen. She would never actually do this to Karen. Or so I thought. And so Claire, so, we plan out how we're going to do this whole thing, and we're talking about it. And then, the morning before the February 10th incident, Claire gets me to help her clear out some space for me and her to hide in the closet and film it. And I start going along with it, but it's at this point when I'm doing this, I'm like, oh my god, she's serious. She's actually going to do this. I thought she wasn't serious. I thought she would never actually do this. I thought this would be crossing a line. Well, apparently for her, it's not. Um, so, um, I tell Jessica, Rebecca, and Rachel about this, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm so conflicted. And they're like, well, we've got two options for you. She's like, first of all, thank you for coming clean. Second of all, I can call an RD over now if you want to tell them, and we'll back you up that you were not actually going to be part of this, and that you were just going along with it because you were scared and nervous, and that you want to do the right thing. Or we can go report it tomorrow morning. And so I just I don't want to think about it tonight. I'm glad I got it off my chest. I want to report it tomorrow morning. I'm like, okay, we respect that. That's really confident and strong of you. And so we, and that's the end of the night. I go home, kind of crying, but we go and we get ice cream, and then we go home. Because Jessica, Rebecca, and Rachel are just the sweetest people in the world, and they make my life. And that's the end of February 11th, part 2. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked this, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, and hit that like button. God, I sound like every YouTuber in the world. I hate myself. Make sure you take care of your mental health and take care of others, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.